Hi, I'm here. It's me. It's Claire, Pyrex Stitches. It's been a while. I'm okay. Why have I been away? Well, it's winter here in Australia. That's just reminded me I'm going to do that tag, Tracy's tag. I'll tack that on the end if I can find it. Anyway, so it's winter here in Australia, and that means that, you know how the days just feel about 6 hours shorter? And then it just disappears and it's busy and it's cold and, I mean, it doesn't snow where I am, but I wish it would, because then it would make it feel worth it. It's like 0 degrees at night. Ugh. And the days are about like 13 centigrade. Anyway, it's pretty average. At least the sun's been out. Anyway, enough about the weather. Boring. It might as well be sunny. It wouldn't make any difference to you. But the other reason I haven't made a video is because, well, I wasn't doing much stitching for a while because we had to watch Better Call Saul. If you've seen Breaking Bad, which the world has, and you haven't seen Better Call Saul, well, that's like the prequel about Saul, the lawyer guy. Anyway, it's on that Stan thing, like Netflix, but Stan. And we had to watch that, and it was just awesome. And I couldn't stitch while I was watching that. So that's another reason I haven't made a video. And then it was my son's 4th birthday, so we had to have a Curious George party. It was awesome. Anyway, whatever. I'm here. So not as much stitching has been done, but actually there's a bit done. I've done a lot of finishing, a lot of framing. I finished quite a few things, I think, in my last video. Anyway, I went on a bit of a framing blitz. You know, I love Tara C's framing video. I'm always posting that everywhere. Anyway, I framed my mum stitched a piece. It was a kit. I can't remember the name of it. I'll find the name and put it down here, or I'll put it on the photo. Anyway, I'll show you a photo of the piece that we framed. Here it is. So I think that just turned out beautifully. So Mum stitched it. I framed it. She chose the colour of the mat board that she wanted. It was a green with a gold double mat board. And we're very happy with it. And Mum was very happy with it. So that was one thing that I did. Another thing I did, let me think. Oh, that Ronald McDonald house piece that I stitched, well, that was framed. Here's a photo. So I framed up that piece for Ronald McDonald House, went to Sydney, and Marta was kind enough to deliver it for me because I couldn't actually get there to deliver it, and she delivered it for me. And thank you very much, Marta. That was wonderful of you. So it got delivered to Ronald McDonald House. So that's all wrapped up. Another finish for the year. I don't know what we're up to. Another finish that I haven't got here to show you is, but I'll show you a photo, is another friend's housewarming gift. I showed it at the end of my last video, but now it's been framed and has been gifted. So here's a photo of that. And that is called Heart of the Home, and it was out of a quick stitch cross-stitch card book. I'll link that down below too. And she loved it. Framed that. That was my friend Julie and I actually stitched that together. I did the bottom half, she did the top half. Combined friendship gift to our dear friend. And her new house, brand new house. And I have another friend who's building a brand new house. Oh, these brand new houses. Anyway, one of them's built a 5-bedroom home, the other one's built a 3-bedroom home. But anyway, now I'm rambling. Anyway, I finished her housewarming gift as well. And that is my friend Emma, who won't be watching, so she can't see this. And here it is. You saw this in one of my other videos. Whoop. Glare, glare, glare. I hate glare. I finished it and then I framed it, and this is just a little frame from Kmart. I think they cost about $6. Looks great though. This is actually the frame that she has all her family photos in around her home. So it's to match. Home Crazy Home Dimensions Kit. Done. And framed. Another one to tick off the list. Doing good, aren't I? I've got a little list down here. How could I miss it? Sitting right here in front of me. My spring butterfly I framed. Whoa! Alessandra Adelaide. Yep, framed it up in just a nice rectangular white frame from Spotlight for all those Aussies out there. So I think Spotlight do some really good frames. The great thing I like about them is that they're really deep on the back here. So there's plenty of room to get your foam core board and your fabric, and you know, there's plenty of room to actually stick it in. And that's something you have to watch when you're framing your pieces, is that your frames are actually thick enough to hold the extra thickness that you're going to need. So the frame was, I don't know, $20 or something, and so it doesn't cost much to frame it up once you are able to do it yourself. And this frame is the same frame in a different shape. The other one's square, but of my other Alessandra Adelaide that I finished, which was Arabesco. So they're hanging on either side of our bedroom wall. They sort of face each other in complementary frames. So that's done. Another one. I'll just pop that there. A little new start and finish. Check out the cuteness of that. Oh, a Biscornu, no less. By the Sweetheart Tree. This one is called Lavender Blossom. And shut up if that ain't the cutest little thing you has ever seen. Now that looks hard, doesn't it? It's not. I promise you. The hardest bit is like doing all the little delicate stitches. Not hard, just intricate. This one, if I can get it up close enough, there's quite a bit of back stitch in the green, the dark green there. That got a bit tiresome. The beading was fine. There wasn't too many tricky stitches or anything. These hearts here are, I think they're called Rhodes hearts. They were kind of fun. Just getting the counting right was tricky because I guess this is a 32 count linen. Just making sure it was all placed right. And I think Carolyn said this when she did a Biscornu, as she did a Sweetheart Tree. I think it was it's a really pretty pink one. She said the same thing, that the thought I had is, you got to do it twice. And by the second time you're like, oh, I got to do it again. But, you know, it's pretty fun. But this bit here looks like it's really hard, like putting them together and beading. But that's actually really easy. I'm not just saying that. I'm not lying to you at all. Constructing it is much easier than you would first think. And then you just put the button on, and I could tighten that a bit more. I've just used some hobby fill to fill it, but you could do your orts, I suppose. It's just hobby fill, and I just think it's smaller than I first thought. I don't know why. I sort of thought it was like that big. I guess because of all the detail. When you see it, you think, oh, well, it's going to be that big because there's a lot of detail, but it's actually much smaller. It's very, very delicate. So if you can get yourself a Sweetheart Tree Biscornu kit, give it a go. And it's really cute because you get, because it's a kit, of course, you get all the bits and pieces, and it actually uses a Weeks Dye Works in the kit, which was, it might have been called Basil, sort of a purpley olivey green. And that was really nice. And of course you get all your beads, and it There was enough of everything. Anyway, really cute finish. Took me a couple of weeks because I wasn't stitching much, but it's lovely. Anyway, so that's another finish. Oh, another finish, another gift. Another one that Julie and I have stitched together. I can see fluff on my shirt. This one is a birth sampler. I might just cover up the, should I cover up the name? I don't know, does that mean anything? Yes, I will. I'll cover up the name. You see how successfully I can do this. Anyway, so his name is above there and the date and the weight. And this was a chart that we found in Jenna's stash. I don't know where Jenna got it from. Jenna, where'd you get it from? It was an anchor chart and it was called Up and Away, Winnie the Pooh. Cute as a boot. We put it on some baby blue Ada because it's a boy. And yeah, so that's obviously got to be framed and ironed. And I've just got a white frame to put that in. And that will go to our lovely friend. So if you're a friend of ours and you have a significant event, odds are you're going to get it cross-stitched. Done. And some more finishing I did. For my mum, we pulled out her bag of finishes that would be, I don't know, that she's had forever. And we decided to finish some of them up. So there were some Christmas things and there was a cute little bunny. And anyway, I finished them all. I made some cubes, I made an ornament and I framed one. And I made a plaque thing, which I'd never made before. The no-sew cubes are from Carolyn's tutorial, and the teddy one on the Christmas thing is Tara C, and frame is Tara C. Sure. Anyway, I'll put up a couple of photos of those that I finished as well. And that's all those. So you can see I've been finishing up a lot. That's in 2 months. I think my last video was April. And it's, what is it now? The 15th of June. So just over 2 months. So it hasn't all been wasted. Now my WIPs. Now I don't know what I've worked on. Well, I'm not sure about one of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of a where I am now, because it's the middle of the year. That's right. In 15 days, it will be the middle of the year. So let's do a bit of a where I'm at situation. Now, where I'm at is I have four WIPs. One small WIP, which we're not even going to count, that are those. We'll say 4. We've got 4 WIPs, which is good. I'm good with 4 WIPs. But next month there's going to be another WIP because we're doing the Celtic Christmas sale. Anyone who's in for it. Celtic Christmas, lavender and lace, July. Christmas in July. So that'll make it 5. Oh, and the new Mirabilia came out. Well, not the new Mirabilia, sorry. The free Mirabilia download. Can't remember what it's called. Leilani? Anyway, it's the Hawaiian woman. The Hawaiian girl that was given away as a free chart at the Mirabilia retreat that Diane Mondot Stitches went to, and she stitched it and it looks awesome. Well, I want to stitch it because I got married in Hawaii, and it's a Mirabilia and it's free, so who doesn't want to stitch that girl? You can download that for free as of today. Link below. And there's also meant to be a new Mirabilia coming out today. Who knows what that might be? Okay, WIPs. So I have 4, and I'll just show you this because I haven't shown it in ages, because I haven't worked on it in ages, but I'm going to show you because it's not a UFO, for those wondering. it's just not being stitched on at the moment. But it will be, because it has to be. This is Save the Stitches. And that's where we're up to. Not quite halfway. I've been working on this for 18 months. It will be finished. Anyway, I mean, how could you put in that much work and not finish it? I'll show you close. Anyway, so she is a WIP. I'm just not doing a rotation at the moment because I've been so busy and I wanted to get some finishes done, you know, because I wanted a couple of new starts with my Mirabilia and with Celtic Christmas. I stuck to finishing off a couple of things, and I'm just not in the mood for rotation at the moment because I'm not necessarily stitching every night. So I feel like if I did rotation, some weeks something might be worked on for 4 nights, and other times it might get worked on for 2, and then it might get worked on for 6, and it just doesn't seem fair. And so I'm just stitching what I feel like at the moment. Here's Battle of Hastings, where it's up to. I had to stop stitching on this. Ooh. My no basting is sticking to my stitches. I had to put Battle of Hastings aside for a short while. I was frantically stitching on it, and I thought I was going to get a finish, and then I ran out of 2 colours that came with the kit. And because this is that darning wool stuff that you've seen before, if you've seen my videos, you can't just get it down the local shop. I had to order it from France, and luckily it didn't take too long, and it was only €9, which was very reasonable. But it just meant I put it down and I started something new, and I haven't picked it up since. But anyway, here is Battle of Hastings. It is over halfway done. That's the full length there. So about 2/3, roughly. So I have that thread that I need now. So once I feel like not stitching on the project I'm currently working on, I will pick this up. But at the moment, I'm stitching on something else. So it's been put aside. That's on 28 count Cashile, and I'll put a link down below from where you can buy it. Oh, that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. Should have showed you. That's the full length, and it is from this company in France. If you look them up, you will find a number of Bayeux tapestry charts that they sell. Next is, I'll show you my Mermaid. I don't know if I've worked on her in the last 2 months, but I'll show it anyway, just to be complete and seeing as we are halfway through the year. Teresa Wentzler's Mermaid. I really like stitching on this, so can't wait to pick her up again. Actually, I'm pretty sure I haven't stitched on this since I showed you, because I remember that thread hanging out. Anyway, I'll show it to you now. Here she is. Well, she's not there yet. We're still talking about border and sky and rocks and things. So, anyway, lots of blended threads, as we've spoken about before. So that's 3 of my WIPs. They're all quite detailed. Battle of Hastings is the most simplified one, I suppose. But I've been doing all those little gifts and things, and they've been really quick, and so that's another reason why these WIPs are still sitting around with not a lot of work on them, is that I've been doing quite a few gifts for people and Ronald McDonald and stuff like that. So my 4th WIP is my new start. Boom. There she is. Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia. Nora Corbett, my first Mirabilia. I don't know when I started her. Can't remember. A month ago, whatever. And here she is. This is really fun. So this is my first time working on a Mirabilia. And what I really like that it's not confetti, you know, because my Mermaid is. And I like that this is sort of blocks of colour. So they are easy to stitch up. You know, you look at Mirabilias before you stitch one, you think, that looks a bit complicated. Well, not so far. Mind you, I haven't got into the beading or the metallics, but, I mean, they won't be complicated. They're pretty easily marked on the chart. So I don't foresee any problems with stitching this once I get cracking. My first time working with Karen water lilies. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Here they are here. This little bit here is that. There's some little specks in those corners there, bit in there. Just speckled across there a little bit. And all of this is DMC. So her skirt goes down to about here, I think. And then that's her waist is about there. So they're pretty big. The fabric, which obviously won't show on the screen very much, it's, yeah, you can't really see it. It's a bit of a light blue turquoise white sort of hand-dyed fabric. It's from Sew It All, which is an Australian website, and they do really well priced, beautiful quality, really nice and soft, even weave hand-dyeds, Adas. This is 32 count, and it was, I can't remember the price, which means it must have been really good. Very reasonable, and they really do quick delivery as well. So if you're in Australia and you're after hand-dyed fabric, I would recommend you check out Sew It All because they're so good. I think they're in Port Macquarie. Anyway, I think that's it. Wrapped it up quick today. Thanks for all sticking with me, even though I've been away for a little while. Try and get back into my regular monthly updates and stuff. If you're on Instagram, I'm always posting updates on Instagram, usually daily or when I'm stitching anyway. So if you don't see me on Flosstube, you will see me on Instagram. I'm at Pyrex Stitches. And I am on most of the Facebook groups out there. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I've been watching you all, keeping up to date, even though I haven't been making videos, I have been watching all my regulars and not commenting because I'm always stitching and, another one. But, you know I love you all. I really do love watching all your videos too. It's very inspiring. And that's it. All have a lovely June. Moving into July, midwinter. It's okay. Happens every year. Should be used to it by now. Okay. Have a lovely stitching time. Bye. Talking tag. Let's do Tracy P's talking tag. Say these words. Aunt, root, wash, oil, theatre, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, court. Answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? Naughty, destructive. What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? It's a slater. What do you call, what is the bubbly carbonated drink? Soft drink. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey guys, yo, g'day. We don't say yo. Sometimes I say yo. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? Grandma, grandpa? What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? It's a trolley. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? Sun shower. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Remote. Remote control. So that's that. Okay, it's tag time. This is Adele's For Reals Though tag. This won't be very good to watch, so stitch away. For reals though, what level of stitcher do you consider yourself to be? I would consider myself to be experienced. 25 years of stitching, but there's a lot I haven't done. I've only just started beading. But as far as cross stitching, just cross stitching, probably advanced. Not specialty stitches and stuff like that. For reals though, how many WIPs and UFOs do you honestly have? This includes things you have given up and thrown away. Okay, so I've got 4 WIPs, 5 because I'm doing the coasters as well. I've got 5 WIPs and I have the green tree UFO, which I'm never going to do. For reals though, are you enabled easily? Not as much as I used to be. For reals though, do you suffer from Stitch's attention deficit disorder? Sad. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Stitch's attention deficit disorder. Don't know. This is fascinating, isn't it? This is why I don't normally do tags. Have you ever finished a full coverage project, such as a Heaven and Earth, Tilt and Craft, etc.? If the answer was no, how far have you got? I haven't finished a full coverage. I started the green tree. I did 2.5 pages out of 14 and I couldn't be bothered. For reals though, do you enjoy confetti? Enjoy is probably a bit of a stretch. I can sometimes enjoy it. Sometimes I like it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't crave it. For reals though, how many finishes do you have this year so far and how does this compare to your WIP UFO number from question 2? How many finishes do you have? All right, I'll have a look for you. In my cross-stitch app, you can't even see that. That's too clear. Anyway, cross-stitch finishes for this year. Got to think what I've done this year. Was that this year? No, that was last year. Okay. Was that this year? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 finishes. That's good, isn't it? A lot of them are little. Spring butterfly is probably the only large one. For reals though, are you bothered by your answer in the last question? Would you rather have a smaller or larger number? No, not bothered. I don't do anything to be bothered for a hobby. If it bothered me, I wouldn't do it. For reals though, do you have any, perhaps embarrassing, dirty little stitchy secrets? Probably. Dirty little stitching secrets. Sometimes if I'm doing confetti and I forget to stitch one square, I'll just stitch it in a similar colour when I do that next. No one notices. Not when it's confetti. God, that's giving me a terrible glow in my face and making me look 50. Stitchy secrets. It's got to be some. I don't railroad either, Diane. I don't railroad. Pretty disciplined with it, I think, except for the confetti stitchy thing. For Realz though, I dare you to show me your messiest back. Oh, I can't show you my messiest, but I can show you the ones that I've got here in front of me. I'll show you my 4 WIP backs. I don't care. That's Gypsy Queen's back. It's all right, isn't it? This will be messier because this is a bit of confetti bizzo. That's Mermaid back. Battle of Hastings back. And this is Save the Stitches back. It's probably the messiest. Do you reckon? Yeah. So there you go. I did some tags. Yay me! See you next time. Bye.